Hello there, Cancer. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast for the week of May 8th through the 14th. What you guys have coming up for Monday is the Five of Swords. Starting off the week with a bang, I see, Cancers. Some kind of conflict, argument, disagreement with somebody in your sphere of influence is what's coming up on Monday. This kind of feels like a stalemate thing. It feels like, you kind of come to this place where you just finally have to say, you know what, I guess we just have to agree to disagree. I don't think that you're going to be able to convince the other person of how you see things, and they're not going to be able to convince you of how they see things. I'm also feeling like, Cancers, a little bit of this is going to be because there's a lot of emotion behind whatever this conflict is. And so I'm feeling like, I kind of feel like for the other person, and this may go both ways in different instances, but for most of you, it's going to be the other person that has so much emotion wrapped up in whatever this conflict is that they're having a hard time looking at things logically or understanding things logically, even when they're explained to them or shown to them. And I feel like for those of you that you're not that person, I feel like when that person starts acting that way and just starts, like, it's obvious that logic has eluded them, I feel like that's going to kind of push you off the deep end as well. And so then you're not going to be being reasonable either, really. And so this is kind of a no-win situation until the two of you can step back and get some distance and sort of detach from it. Then maybe you can come back to this conversation. But to be honest, I wouldn't really rush coming back to this conversation. I might wait a week or two before I would come back to this conversation with this friend, because I think it's just going to take a while for the energy to settle around whatever this is. All right. Let's move on to Tuesday. Oh, wow. I think Taurus or Gemini got the same card reversed on Tuesday as well. The Ace of Cups in reverse. Not sure if it was Taurus or Gemini, one of them. So the Ace of Cups in reverse just basically means that somebody's showing you their true colors on Tuesday. And when you see them, you're kind of like, yeah, I don't respect you quite as much as I used to. Your idea of their wonderfulness will slide down 2 or 3 notches. Okay? So that's what we have coming in on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we have the Emperor showing up in reverse. What I'm hearing on this is that you're having a really hard time with somebody who's in authority on Wednesday. For some of you, the person who's in authority is going to be being an unreasonable asshole. But for others of you, this is not, the person in authority is somebody who's responsible and accountable and really just doing what they need to do without any kind of personal vendettas or grudges or anything. But I do feel like either way, whether this person is being what I said before or not, I feel like you're just really having trouble with some kind of new rule or new policy or new way of doing things. Maybe even it's a new boss. But this person is not going to be rubbing you right, let me tell you that way, on Wednesday. Yeah, there may even be a little bit of you letting this person know what you think coming out of there on Wednesday. On Thursday, we do have the Six of Clubs showing up in reverse. Six of Clubs in reverse talks to me about some kind of project that you're working on, and this project is not only going to benefit yourself, but will also benefit other people as well. I don't feel like you're finished with this project on Thursday. In fact, for a lot of you, I feel like you're far from finished. You're more at the beginning stages of it. But you are putting in a significant amount of effort or energy or thought into this project during the day Thursday. whatever this project is. Eventually, once this project is complete, people will be very happy that you've worked on it. Right now, I think there's a lot of people who don't even know you're working on this project who will benefit from it. All right, let's look at Friday, Cancers. Here you have the Hierophant. Bum, ba-da-dum, bum. What does that mean for you guys on Friday? You know, I love it when I see new things in the cards, but when the cards pictures are so tiny, I feel like a real old lady when I have to look under my glasses to see what this is. So anyway, the Hierophant on Friday. I think you guys are really struggling with something that you were brought up with as, I don't know if I really want to say as a religious teaching, but a teaching of how to be in the world and make God or the gods or however you want to view it happy. I think you have a real inner struggle about, how do you, maybe some of you are struggling about, is there even a God or gods to make happy? Maybe some of you are struggling with, how do I really make this God or God happy? What does he or she actually expect of me? And I feel like you're really looking for some kind of deep wisdom. You're looking for some kind of anchor, some kind of guide. And it feels to me like it may be that whatever you thought of before as your anchor in this area, maybe you have a different perspective on that than what you grew up with or what you've had in the past. And as that perspective shifts, now you're starting to look for some kind of something that can be an anchor to you from your new perspective. But you're looking for something that has some stability when it comes to how things are spiritually, that you can understand and that you can relate to and that you really can buy into, so to speak. That you really can believe and trust. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for you, Cancer. And it's interesting that I'm getting that for you for a water sign, because I would expect that more from an air sign who just thinks everything through. So to me, this is something has probably really shaken up your view of religion or of spirituality or of life after death, something in that neighborhood. And you're looking for, okay, what's real here? What's actually real? All right, so that's Friday. Let's look at Saturday. Here you have the Chariot card showing up in reverse. Chariot card in reverse for Cancers. So what I'm hearing as I look at this card for you is that emotions are carrying you away on Saturday. And so sometimes that can be a good thing and sometimes that can be a bad thing. It kind of depends what the emotions are. If they're happy emotions, usually whatever we do is going to end up being happiness making and basically harmless to anybody around us. If we have more negative based emotions, some of our actions that we take will generally have more negative oriented results. So with the Chariot coming in on the weekend, on Saturday, in reverse, really what I'm feeling the strongest, I think, for most of you is really a sense of depression or of blues, that you guys are kind of just, there's no motion here. The Chariot right side up talks about fast forward motion as a part of a team working together. With the Chariot in reverse, what I'm feeling is really some stagnation, that things are not happening, things are not moving forward. And this may even be something that has you feeling really depressed and bogged down, and you may be just laying around sleeping all day. Being very non-productive, doing escapist type of activities all day is what this feels like to me on Saturday, Cancer. On Sunday, We do have the Six of Swords showing up in reverse. Six of Swords in reverse to me, and I'm different than any other reader I've ever heard on this. Six of Swords in reverse to me talks about a lifestyle change, and this is a lifestyle change for the better, either to improve your quality of life now or to hopefully extend the length of your life. So this could be exercising more, eating better, um, whatever, doing things to relieve stress, whatever kind of habits that you feel like are going to help you. This can be, if you're changing to those and you're planning on doing them for a long time, this is a lifestyle change that we're talking about here. So anything that you're changing about your life that is, you're intending it to be a more permanent change, and you're intending it to bring about a better quality of life and more length of life, then this is what we're talking about Saturday. You're making some kind of change like that. Okay? Or not Saturday, that was Sunday, excuse me. Saturday was Chariot in reverse. So anyway, sorry about that. That is your week, Cancers. Thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by, for hanging out, for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I do appreciate all of your support. I do hope to see some of you here this week for readings, some of you here this week for Reiki sessions. I used to say that readings are the thing I love to do the most. Please, please, please come let me read for you. Now I kind of have to say, well, I really like doing the Reiki a lot too. If anything, I like that even more than the readings. But I like them both a lot, so I would love to see as many of you here for readings and for Reiki sessions this week as would like to have one. And all you have to do to schedule one is check out my contact information on my website. Check out my website. Make sure I'm the best reader or Reiki practitioner for you. Okay? So everybody have an absolutely fantastic week. And if I don't see you at a reading or Reiki session this week, then I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.